Rachel, and I like to read. You know what's great? Loving yourself for who you are. And animals. And this book has both of those things. The Saggy Baggy Elephant by Catherine and Myron Jackson and illustrated by...
Gustav Tenggren, who, fun fact, was the chief animator for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and also did the background work on a couple of other classic Disney movies. But that's neither here nor there. Characters, we! First up, we have Suki, our elephant hero.
Yeah. One of us is, gonna have to change here.
But I'm an elephant.
Touché.
The meanest parrot in the world is also featured. And then a few other respected members of jungle society. So let's begin. A happy little elephant was dancing through the jungle. He thought he was dancing beautifully.
1, 2, 3, kick.
But whenever he went 1, 2, 3, kick, his big feet pounded so that they shook the whole jungle. And whenever he went kick, he kicked over a tree or a bush. The little elephant danced along, leaving wreckage behind him.
And then this dude shows up. Why are you shaking the jungle to pieces? What kind of an animal are you, anyway? I don't know what kind of animal I am. I live all alone in the jungle, I dance and I kick and I call myself Suki, and it's a good sounding name and it fits me, don't you think? Sure. Maybe. But if it does, it's the only thing that fits you. Your ears are too big for you, your nose is much too big for you, and your skin is much, much too big for you. It's saggy and baggy. You should call yourself Saggy Baggy. What kind of a heartless animal are you? This baby elephant tells you he's an orphan and your response is, "Meh, and you're ugly too." You're a monster.
Suki sighed.
I'd be glad to improve myself, but I don't know how to go about it. What shall I do?
I can't tell you. I never saw anything like you in my life.
So Suki tries to smooth out his wrinkles with his trunk, which, as you can imagine, doesn't work out so hot. But just then a sleek and super ferocious tiger came along. His skin fit him like a glove.
Boo. I don't like that sentence. His skin fit him like a glove. I don't know, it just sounds vaguely, creepy, I think is the word.
Suki rushed up to the tiger.
Tiger, please tell me why your skin fits you so well. The parrot says mine is all saggy and baggy.
My skin always did fit,
said the tiger.
but perhaps it's because I take a lot of exercise. But maybe if you don't care to exercise, I'd be happy to nibble some of those extra pounds off of you.
Oh. No. No, thank you. I love exercise. Just watch me.
Suki ran until he was well beyond reach.
And the tiger just watched him run away, I guess. That's another one said no.
And Suki is once again
I
sad,
tried exercising.
he said.
Now I don't know what to do. Soak in the water the way the crocodile does. Maybe your skin will shrink.
So Suki
Like some kind of idiot.
tramps off into the water, ever eager for fulfillment. But after a few seconds of derping in the water, he sees a crocodile and then books his cookies out of there.
I'd better hide in a dark place where my sags, bags, wrinkles, and creases won't show,
Thought Suki to himself. By and by he found a deep, dark cave, and with a heavy sigh he tramped inside and sat down. Suddenly he heard a fierce growling and grumbling and snarling. He peeped out of the cave and saw a lion padding down the path.
Roar!
Said the lion.
I'm hungry. I haven't had a thing to eat today. Not a thing except a thin, puny antelope and a puny monkey and a zebra and a gazelle and a buffalo, but such a tough one. and 2 turtles, but you can't even count turtles. There's nothing between those 2 saucers they call clothes, and I'm hungry. I could eat an elephant.
And then he headed straight for Suki's cave.
Well, shirt.
Oh, this is the end of me, sags, bags, wrinkles and all,
thought Suki, and he let out one last trumpeting bellow. Just as he did, the jungle was filled with a terrible crashing and an awful stomping. A whole herd of great gray wrinkled elephants came charging up.
A Deus ex elephanta, if you will. Pah.
Suki thought they were the most beautiful creatures he had ever seen.
I wish I looked just like you,
he said. You do, grinned the big elephants. You're a perfectly dandy little elephant. And that made Suki so happy that he began to dance and 1, 2, 3 kick through the jungle with all the big, brave, friendly elephants behind him. And this time the saucy parrot didn't laugh, not even to himself.
That's right. And that's the Saggy Baggy elephant. It's pretty cute and all, but, you know, as a weirdo, I kind of wish that Suki could have accepted himself before he found those other elephants.
What?
Not that I don't want him to have a family. I do. They seem very happy together. There's not always a group to belong to. Sometimes you're the only one.
Like Tigger.
And that's okay too. But what else did you teach us, book?
Well, I suppose it would be fair to say that lesson 1 is that parrots are professional feelings hurters. Number 2, if you are ever cornered by a lion in a cave, just scream.
Maybe elephants will show up.
And number 3, you should never ask attractive carnivores for beauty tips.
Because they'll try to kill you. And that's the Saggy Baggy elephant. I'm Rachel, and I like to read. Bye!